So let's talk about more hot news with the Rolex releases in 2022. Now, let's not talk about the new releases, but let's talk about what's been discontinued, because I think that's an interesting topic for a lot of people in terms of value and hype. Now, the first thing is the John Mayer Daytona has not been discontinued, and I think some people have seen that coming. Tons of dealers listed their John Mayer Daytonas for sale in March in China and Hong Kong. And so in the local market, that really plummeted the value. So I think from about a peak of 140,000, 150,000 US dollars, nearly there, somewhere there, they went down all the way to 100. And currently they're around 100,000 US dollars. Now, 40,000 US dollar depreciation as a result of so many watches being listed on the market is massive. Now, it's hard to say whether it's because someone had inside information that this piece would not discontinue, so they decided to offload it in the peak of the market, or whether it's due to the significant change in the pandemic in China, where there's been tons of new cases, as well as Hong Kong. I think it's because of the pandemic, as the entire watch market is actually lower in Hong Kong and China right now. So I think it's because of that. Some people do think it's because they knew that it wouldn't be discontinued. I don't see that. I don't see how Rolex in Switzerland, and I don't see how that information got all the way to the Chinese market without crossing anywhere through Europe or the Western market. But anyway, it has not been discontinued. So what does that mean? It means that the values will drop at the moment, but I don't think they'll significantly drop like they did last year. Going forward, it's hard to say what's going on with the John Mayer Daytona market, but it's going to be lower. I think the Western and European market will be affected now in the month of April and May, but then as usual, it's a really nice looking and hot watch, so I think it's going to pick up yet again and go further up, further down the line in 2022. Now let's talk about something way more interesting, and that's the discontinuation of the OP41 in the Tiffany variation, the coral variation, and the yellow variation, so orange, blue, and yellow. All OP41s in this variation are gone. Now the Tiffany still exists, but I believe only in the 31 and 36 millimeter variation. So if that's the case, expect the values on those to significantly shoot up, kind of the way it did on the Tiffany's right after the Patek 5711 Tiffany auction. So not the same extent, but of course it's discontinued, so at least maybe 30% increase on the existing market, which is already in the mid $20,000 range. So 25,000, something like that. They're all very high, and they're about to get so much higher. Moreover, another interesting non-discontinuation would be the Milgauss. It is super strange that in 2022 we still have that same design and same case and same amount of magnetic resistance. 1000 Gauss is nothing, and the fact that it has a name, Milgauss, is not impressive at all anymore. I'm surprised that Rolex still continues to stick with that same watch without updating it to at least more than 15,000 Gauss, because that's what Omega offers. And if they wanted to be competitive, they would make it 20,000 Gauss. I don't know, something more than 1,000 Gauss. That's pretty much it for this video. If there's something I missed, something I didn't cover, put it down in the comments so everyone can see it and respond to it. And thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Cheers.